That's right. What's up, everyone? I am Daniel Heron.
I'm Tyler Abear.
And we welcome you to episode 509 of the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com. For all your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com. Check us out on Facebook, WrestlingNewsSource.com. You can find us on Facebook, WNS Podcast, on YouTube, WNS Video, and on iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast.
Wrong area code. We're 100 off.
We sure are.
We're on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, Satchel, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
You can also follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at DRHPro. You can follow Tyler _Abear, Abear_mode on Instagram. I'm at DRH_pro. We're also on Twitch and TikTok and all that other good stuff. So welcome to the show. We got plenty to talk about. Before we get into all of that, Tyler, how you doing?
Tired.
Yeah?
How about yourself?
That dad life wearing you down a little bit?
Yes and no.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I decided I was invited to join a Twitch stream last night, and they are on the West Coast Pacific time, so they are 2 hours behind me.
Okay.
So they started at 10 their time, midnight my time, and we went for a lovely 4.5 hours.
Ooh.
So by the time I finally got to bed and fell asleep, it was probably closer to 5.
You know these people?
Yeah, I know a couple of them, and now I know more. So it ended up being a very good Twitch stream.
What
And
game was it?
it was not a game.
Oh.
It was more of talking.
Oh.
So lots of talking then, even more talking now. So we're going to talk about WWE, AEW, and believe it or not, we're going to have to give our Royal Rumble predictions today, because if we record on Sundays, Royal Rumble is going to be on Saturday. So we will not have a chance to...
Do we know all the matches?
We know 6 of them.
Oh, God.
So
This is a 4-hour event?
I believe so, yeah.
We will see.
Well, you also have to think that 2 of those hours are going to be spent with the Royal Rumbles, because there's a men's and a women's. So each of those takes at least an hour. So it should be all right. But we'll get into that. We're not going to do match-by-match stuff for Raw or Dynamite or SmackDown, because I didn't get to watch all of that. Hey, thanks for the host.
I was gonna say, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
Did you put your phone on vibrate?
No. Yeah, it is. Too sweet. What's going on? Welcome on in. We're just getting started. We're not gonna do match by match, but we will touch on some of the topics that have been happening over the last week. And like I said, we'll have plenty of hot topics to get into. I do have some match-by-match stuff that's going to be for Rampage. Rampage, if you will. Rampaggy, if you are French. But
we don't want to offend
I just realized my lights weren't on. We don't want to what?
Offend anyone.
We don't?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, isn't that the whole point of this show?
Oh.
No, I have no idea. I don't know what our purpose is of this show. We've been doing it for 11 years, and yeah. To vent, I guess, talk about the wrestling world. But Tyler, how you doing? Aside from tired,
I'm making it.
This is gonna be an interesting episode. I'll just tell you that much right now.
It is what it is. I don't know.
It is what it is. Well, did you catch SmackDown this past week?
Videos on Facebook, yes.
Okay. From my understanding, the majority of it was like a copy and paste from last week's, with just like some minor tweaks. So it's kind of like,
I've seen that Eric Bischoff and Jeff Jarrett showed up.
They did, yeah.
Oh, is Jeff Jarrett gonna be in the Royal Rumble?
He could be.
Hey, can we get
well,
Jeff
hang
Jarrett?
on now. If you're gonna say it, you say it right. It's JARR. Oh wait, J. Oh my God.
Do it right.
I'm so tired. JEFFJARRETT. Jeff Jarrett.
It's double J.
Double J. Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett. Slap nuts. King of the Mountain. Jeff Jarrett.
Yes. Al's Too Sweet asking, what can you say about Trevor Murdoch beating Nick Aldis for the NWA World Title, ending Aldis's 2-year reign?
So I am familiar with that, but I didn't get to watch the match. Good for him, because after Murdoch left WWE, I know it's been a long time. I haven't kept up where he went.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's good for his career. Aldis is going to have to pass it on to someone.
Yeah. Champ has to lose eventually.
I don't know who Murdoch's fighting now. I mean, I'll peek myself into NWA every now and then, so I don't know what's really going on. I know who's over there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't maybe you could tell me, didn't Cardona attack Murdoch? I don't know if they can answer it for me. I thought I read.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know. Because I know Cardona's doing. I don't know if he's with them officially with the roster or signed a short contract. But
yeah, I unfortunately, due to my work schedule, I have not gotten to watch very much wrestling live. And whenever I do get to watch it, I'm just so tired that sometimes I'll just fast forward through a lot of the stuff. So the majority of stuff that I watch right now is AEW programming, Monday Night Raw.
I would pick, and I don't know why I don't do this, but I would pick NWA over WWE.
Yeah.
At this point, yes. I mean, I still love people in WWE, but most of the stuff that they do, I don't dig it.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done it's kind of entering Impact TNA levels for me with how during the Dixie Carter era, where they made so many mistakes and did so many things wrong that it burned me so bad that I never watched Impact again.
It depends on when you came in the Dixie Carter era, because at first she was doing good.
Mm.
So,
but I'm getting to that point now where WWE is making so many business decisions instead of entertainment wrestlers decisions that I'm just I don't know how much longer I can support this company. To be honest, I want the company to thrive, because I don't want all those people to be out of a job or anything. I don't want WWE to shut down, but I'm finding it harder and harder to support them because, like we've said on the show before, we were all set to, get tickets for WrestleMania this year and go up to Dallas and have a great time, because we're in Texas and, Dallas is not far up the road for us. But, just the way that they've been lately, the 80-plus layoffs they've had in the last year, it's what are you guys doing? I can't support that.
Yeah.
You boast about record profits while firing, a good chunk of your staff.
That gets to me, especially, and I don't know her well. I forgot her name. Someone at
It's
Triple H
Stephanie
hired,
McMahon.
No, someone at Triple H hired who just started with NXT behind the scenes, and then she got released. I forgot. She used to be a wrestler, but I don't know. I forgot the name, but I'm like, oh my gosh, she just uprooted her life and moved over to Florida, and then she just got released.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn.
Al's Too Sweet says, what can you say about Dynamite beating Raw's rating last week? Would you believe that AEW beat WWE? I think in the target demographic, yes. I think that's what happened. I don't think overall viewership, I don't think.
I mean, I do believe
I might be wrong, but
in the past, because they did that once or twice. No, that was with SmackDown, right? They beat. Or was it Raw?
Yeah, they beat SmackDown because SmackDown went to FS1 or something.
Yeah,
it was very, very low watched show.
That's cool, but I don't like to think about Dynamite beat them in this. I don't want to go down that road.
Yeah.
Because I have so much love now for AEW.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm disgusted with WWE, but I still have love for WWE. But I don't want that toxicity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
The toxicity of our city.
Trust me, there's gonna be a little toxicity rant coming up.
Yeah.
About a part of Dynamite.
Uh-oh. Well, should we get into that? What's going on? What happened?
It's Cody stuff.
Oh, yeah?
It is. If you want to go straight into it.
Let's get into it, man. What's happening?
Okay, so Cody comes out, and, like, I wasn't the biggest fan of his promo, and I get it. He wants to be edgy, and,
he's heel, but he's not.
And he's not going
He's face, but he's not.
Yeah,
he's
okay, so
Cody.
You can try to boo him because he won't turn heel.
Boo.
But the one thing that made me pissed off is, even if you disagree, it's very fucking disrespectful to chant, "Shut the fuck up." I don't like that, and I don't agree. Even the crowd, other half of the crowd was booing that part of the crowd, if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Look, you're entitled to do what you want. I mean, you paid money, but, like, really? Like, seriously, come on. Look, I don't think Cody's the best or whatever, but he's not healing up in a way for me to say shut the fuck up. And you can say, yeah, he's snide, he's cocky or whatever, but nah, I don't think that warrants a shut the fuck up rant. And I think the people are doing it wrong for it.
So do you think it's the fans just chanting that is wrong, or the fact that they're chanting it at Cody? Because do you have a problem when they do it to MJF?
But he warrants it because he's a heel and he brings that out of it. Like Cody's not, and you can tell he's trying to do different things because he doesn't want to turn heel or face, whatever. He's trying to get them on his side,
which he does.
But MJF is doing this shit on purpose, and even when people were cheering him, he'll go out of his way to do something to make you boo him.
Okay, so it's not the fact that they are chanting what they're chanting; it's who they're chanting it to.
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Well,
because it's the
same. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, it's the same chant, but one's directed to MJF, who's trying to get that reaction, and the other one is directed towards Cody, who.
He's a tweener. That's
what
he is. But I don't think a tweener needs to be shut the fuck up. And I will always bring it back to, well, okay, the only difference between Young Bucks at that time when they were tweeners, they weren't trying to tell you that I'll never turn heel, I'll never do this. They're just doing their thing, and people were cheering them for it. You know what I mean? The fans are just pissed because Cody won't turn heel. And yes, they may also think that, well, he's Hollywood too, I don't like that, or whatever, you know. But it's just a shut the fuck up because he's out there. That's basically what it is. Yeah. Because they can't stand him because even in his promo, he put over Malachi Black. Yeah. Y'all got pissed off because, I mean, he had to win that third match. You know what I mean?
His promo was really good. There were a couple parts where I'm like, I disagree on that part. Like whenever he mentioned, yes, it was like the part where he was talking about, whenever I mention there's more than one royal family in wrestling, like I'm talking about you guys, the fans. I'm like, I don't buy that for a second. That's a Vince McMahon family legacy, Rhodes family legacy. Like that's, like don't try and like win the crowd over for something like that. Yeah. But it's. He is kind of being a tweener, but...
Would you shout, like, because if you're agitated with him and you're in a crowd, would you chant shut the fuck up?
I personally wouldn't, and I also wouldn't probably do it to MJF either. I would just boo.
I did get away with it because I was trying to not say shut the fuck up, but everyone was flipping him off. Yeah. And I did the second sign at first.
You did.
And then I'd flipped him off. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Even though I love MJF, but I'm going along with fuck you. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think the fans are just rejecting Cody. That's the difference. Like there's people out there who can't stand MJF. Don't get me wrong. But I think there's people like us who like him, but like, hey, we're going to play a role and boo him because he's the bad guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's my thing. I really got pissed. Because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And maybe that's the reaction he wants to pull. I don't know. But, like, I think that's uncalled for. I really do. There was nothing there for him to say, shut the fuck up.
I think it's just the fans wanting to boo him, and
boo him.
Yeah, but they choose to go a different route on that. But he will, like, he's so good on the mic as far as like telling a story.
Yeah.
That he ends up winning a lot of the crowd back. And so
it's still difficult.
I still in my heart feel like he's doing like the Homelander from The Boys, where he's trying to portray this all-American boy, like I'm the hero. But
if he's doing that, kudos.
Yeah.
I'll give him props.
But deep down he is like this really bad guy. Because, and we've talked about this in his matches, he does really bad things. His wife gets involved and does really heel things. But she's admitted, she's like, I'm a heel, So it's one of those where it's like...
We just don't know.
Yeah. Like, is he a heel trying to pretend he's a face? Or is he a face trying to pretend he's a heel?
Don't know. He's doing a good job of not telling us because he's been on interviews saying that he feels like if he's labeled as one category, he's going to miss the boat on something bigger than it is. So he wants to not be labeled as this or this.
Yeah.
Which you can debate, like, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But I don't know, that part really made me mad. And kudos for the other part of the crowd for booing them. So.
Yeah.
And then, and I know it's going to come over, but, I'm worried because I've already seen little tiny cracks in AEW, little things, and I'm like, I have this big fear that AEW is going to be tore down, and the cracks are going to okay, because there's different things. Like, I know you're going to have problems with each company. That's what happens. First, it was the stuff with FTR.
Yeah.
With coming in and we don't like the tag rules, and I get that. That's. But then, the internet will the people on the internet will put it out there and blow it up. You have the stuff with Big Swole and Tony Khan. The stuff with Leo Rush. You have the stuff with Cody. Then you have the rumors with Cody about with all that, plus about his contract, about having a falling out with the Bucks. But you don't know what to believe. You know what I mean?
I will say that I found it interesting that he actually named them during his promo.
Yeah.
I was like, that's something we haven't heard in a while.
Yeah.
Because it was like all of a sudden they just Cody was not on Being the Elite anymore. He made no reference to them. They made no reference to him.
Yeah.
They even blurred each other out on their stuff.
Which you said you've seen that. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was on the Cody Rhodes reality show or whatever, Roads to the Top, where they got blurred out, and it's like
weird.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, because they have to sign a waiver saying, yeah, I'm okay being shown. So that means that means that they either declined or he didn't want them in. So it's like, what the heck happened? And I don't think we're ever gonna find out.
And I really, if something did go down, I hope we don't find out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know that the journalists are probably trying to dig up shit on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to me, that's little cracks. And I have this, I don't know. I don't want them to be, they're not. But you know how WCW finally exploded. But because also you have that. You have some of the veterans who have came in also and talked shit on them too, who helped them for a while. Like you had Conan, who helped out for a little bit. Then later on in this podcast and talked shit on them.
Yeah.
Same thing with Eric Bischoff. You know what I mean? And then, I don't know, then you're going to have people that are about to leave. Their contracts are not going to be renewed. And then you're going to hear their stories. Like, I believe we're going to hear Brian Cage's story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe Leo Rush. Like, I think there's going to be something about that. I don't, you say you don't think there is, but I think there may.
Yeah, I don't think that there's more to the story. I think Leo Rush signed a short contract with AEW, just a small number of appearances, and
because you know what's going to happen. You know people are going to want him to be interviewed, and they're going to ask him if you leaving, not resigning with AEW, has anything to do with the Big Swole stuff. It's going to come out.
Yeah.
So we're going to see.
And I don't want to feel like I'm like trying to put Lio Rush down or anything, but like he has a reputation right now that's not exactly the best.
I love them in as a mouthpiece in WWE. Like for Bobby Lashley, I loved it.
Mm-hmm. But like as far as like retiring, coming out of retirement, talking trash.
He told a story on Jericho. He was in a bad place mentally.
Yeah.
So Tony Khan actually is the one who talked him into coming back to professional wrestling.
Yeah.
So,
But we'll see. But yeah, so Lio Rush is confirmed to be leaving in February. There are 3 rumored names to be leaving AEW. That'd be Joey Janela, Marco Stunt, and Brian Cage. Brian Cage wouldn't surprise me one bit. Joey Janela wouldn't surprise me one bit. Peter Avalon is accepting indie bookings, but there hasn't been any reports of him leaving the company. It could just be, hey, I'm just going to take some extra shows if I'm available. If someone wants me, then I'm going to go work. Yeah. Obviously, AEW would be the top priority, but as long as nothing clashes, we've seen Dean Ambrose and Joey Janela and many others take independent bookings, so I don't think that's too big of an issue.
People are getting their information, but I read a lot of people posting about Joey Janela in the connection to GCW. I don't know if he has the power of booking or not, but people are like, well, he brings people in to GCW. I don't know where you're getting your information. Yeah. I don't know if he has – I know that he's wrestled for them, but I have no clue if he's affiliated with them, if he brings people in. I can't confirm or deny that. Because there was one guy on a video. He was like, well, he helps bring people in, does that. So I don't think that losing Janela from AEW would actually sever that connection. I'm like, where's the proof? I don't know, so I can't say.
Yeah, I don't know if losing Joey Janela would be the worst thing for AEW. Like,
I've read that he wants to stay with AEW.
Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't mind, getting that extra paycheck, working dark or elevation or something like that. I just don't see, and this isn't to like put him down or anything. I just don't see that star power. I
don't know if it has something to do with him or management, because there's a few people because I felt like they pushed everyone except for a few people, and I don't know if that has to do with like the individuals or Tony Khan.
Yeah,
I can't tell you, because you had Sonny Kiss, Joey Janela, Brian Cage. He was pushed for a little bit, and then I don't know what the hell happened, because he was with Team Taz for a while and just turned against Team Taz.
Yeah.
And then they had that feud with Ricky Starks, and then he hasn't really done anything. So I don't know. I have no clue. Why is he not being shown? Why is he not doing this? In which that will probably come out.
Yeah.
I would assume it has something with Tony's like, we're not going to need you.
And it could be where it's just like, we needed a big guy. We had you. And now we have a guy like Powerhouse Hobbs, who's much younger.
Yeah.
We can build around him.
But Tony Khan's in the business of always using people. Even if you're not at the top, you're still – but where – he hasn't been shown. He hasn't been doing anything. So I think there's something up with that.
There could be.
He's been vocalized, and his wife been vocalizing that, they haven't been using him.
Yeah.
So I think something probably went down.
Maybe. And we'll find out once, some of the – people leave AEW, their contracts expire, or they are released. I'm sure more stories will come out. And again, it goes back to the whole thing. You can't please everybody. You can only have so many champions. And if you're in the business and you're like, well, I'm here to be a champion, and they don't see you as championship material, sorry. It might not happen the way you want it to.
I mean, they always have places for people, even if you're not on the main roster or – doing stuff on Dynamite or Rampage, you're on Dark, which I've also heard that I don't know if it's Bubba or someone else from a different podcast. It sucks to see someone. I know they're utilizing the veterans to help the younger guys, but like Jay Lethal, now they're doing with Jay Lethal and Dante.
Yeah.
But like,
you mean Tony Stark?
Huh?
Or not Tony Stark? Ricky Starks?
I'm Mr.
Yes,
Meeseeks.
and Tony
Look
Nese,
at me.
is like on Dark and stuff, and people are on Dark doing their stuff, and I don't know. They do have roles for people. I think now Lethal's moving up into the Leo Rush spot with Dante. I want Lethal to do more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really didn't think they should have signed Nice.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I don't know him too well, and the people who watch him may disagree, but Jake Atlas, maybe they're giving him a shot because WWE didn't give him a shot. I don't know too much about him, so I can't judge him.
I'm curious how the AEW roster is going to look once the pandemic ends, because in my heart, I feel like maybe Tony Khan reached out and was like, hey, look, times are tough right now. We might not be able to use you full time, but we can at least get you a paycheck. Like, I feel like that's the kind of guy Tony Khan would be.
God, I hope so. That'd be awesome.
And that's why I feel like maybe the Leo Rush thing, it was just a temporary contract where it's just like, hey man, we want to use you for this little bit, help Dante get over, and then we'll come back to the matter and see how things look after that.
Yeah.
And once they ran its course, it's like, okay, hey, thanks. We're gonna go this direction, and feel free to take any bookings and let people know you'll be available.
Yeah.
Or it could be one of those things where it's like the way things went down with the Big Swole incident, and it's just like, I think it'd be better for us to part ways. So we'll find out shortly after Leo Rush exits the company in February. But someone who will not be leaving a company, Sami Zayn, signing a new WWE contract.
I think that's as much as I don't want it, I think that's the right decision.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many people in AEW. I know he would be a top priority, but there's a lot of people who are top priority in AEW. Like you and Kevin, just stay where you're at.
Yeah. You did mention Bully Ray earlier.
Yeah.
I would like to talk about his comments on the return of Jon Moxley.
I did not get to hear that, but I heard about it.
Yeah, I heard about it as well, basically saying that he thinks that Jon Moxley owes us fans an apology for the time that he took off for entering rehab for alcohol abuse. And I'm glad that Mick Foley has been one to come up and say, Jon Moxley doesn't owe us anything.
No.
He owes us zero explanation, zero apologies, and I stand by that as well. Mental health is one of the most important things for you to take care of these days. And I was part of a Twitch stream last night where we were talking about mental health and past trauma and all that. So the fact that he recognized that there was a problem, addressed the problem, went the appropriate manner to do it, that's the most important thing. And I said this whenever he announced that he was going into the rehab facility. I would much rather have 3 months without Jon Moxley than have a tribute show about the death of Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
And I think nearly any fan would agree, except for the heckler, the piece of trash, who made that comment on Dynamite. Although it did.
Okay, so I didn't actually hear it. I heard like something, but I couldn't tell all this.
Yeah, so basically Jon Moxley made his return to the ring, and
I couldn't tell what the man said.
I'm not exactly sure every word that he said, but it was something along the lines of, hey, someone call a garbage truck and get that trash out of the ring.
Wow. Did they get that man out of the...
I would.
I don't know.
If I were security, I'd be like, dude, you're out of here.
I wonder if someone did escort him out.
I don't know. But it did lead at least to a funny moment of Moxley dropping an F-bomb on live TV. as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, I guess TBS is a little more lax on their rules because they didn't censor it. It is live, but they could still catch it if they tried. But maybe they just faced a small fine. But man, what a difference Jon Moxley is. Like I saw a picture from his last TV appearance to his most recent, and it's such a night and day.
Yeah, he's skinnier for sure.
Yeah, and he just looks healthier. Like his face looked swollen before he left, and it was just, I don't know, it was just bad. But I'm so glad that he is back. I'm so glad that he is healthy, and he's kicking those demons' ass and drinking the blood and all that stuff.
Yeah. I loved how he was just letting it all out.
Yeah.
To him, and then everyone was just quiet.
Yes, that was very respectful.
Because I didn't know what he was going to say,
Mm-hmm. But no, he does not. He does not owe us a damn thing. He doesn't owe us an apology. The fans who.
I'm surprised Bubba said that.
I'm kind of like let down the fact that he took that the way that he did.
Mm-hmm.
Even Renee Paquette was like, poor take, dude. Like, what is going on? So yeah, I mean, your mental health, your health is the most important thing to you, and you don't owe anybody anything, any explanation if you realize, hey, there's something wrong. I need to address this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important thing you can do. And CM Punk, talked about that whenever it first happened. So, he speaks more eloquent than myself. Sorry, my voice is getting a little tired.
Anyone say anything?
Tiffany says, "Ooh, who's that cutie that's talking?" I guess she was talking about you.
Oh, thank you.
Still waiting for that A-Bear calendar, by the way.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to get on that maybe for 2023.
I'm not in shape.
I'm in shape. Round is a shape.
Roll your ass out of here. Sorry.
But speaking of Jon Moxley, he did defeat Ethan Page on Rampage this week. And then, after the match, we got to see a stare down between Mox and Bryan Danielson.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm excited for that.
That's the next thing that
that was supposed
Moxley.
to be the finals for that tournament. But it ended up going to Miro as a replacement. So it looks like they're going back to that, thankfully.
Miro's still hurt?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with Miro.
Huh.
They're just kind of like spacing him out, maybe making him a special attraction. I'm not sure.
Weird.
But yeah, I know that they had said that he is like working through an injury. But I don't know. I just don't know.
Random thing. Is it true that King of the Hill's coming back?
I don't know. And I had not heard that.
Oh, I read something that I thought it said that.
Boy, I tell you what, the best thing you can have.
Very random.
Slightly random, yes, but that's all right. So I guess while we're on the topic of Rampage, we got to see Trent Beretta defeat Nick Jackson.
Well, it changed because it was going to be Roppongi Vice versus Young Bucks.
Yes,
And
but
something happened with Rocky Romero.
That darn COVID struck down Rocky Romero. So it was 1-on-1. Trent Beretta defeats Nick Jackson. Really good match. Really enjoyable.
I really like Trent.
Yeah.
Trent
Beretta. I heard one person referred to AEW Rampage as a palate cleanser from SmackDown. Because it's like SmackDown was basically just copy and paste from the previous week. And it's like, you got to sit through 2 hours of that. And then you get to Rampage and you're like, oh man. Like, I'm really looking forward to Rampage.
Did you get to see the Hook match?
I did get to see the Hook match.
What'd you think?
I think he's a star, man. I think he's a young star, bright future ahead. And it's still a little hard for me to buy into it just because of how slim he is. Like, for his size, he is like in very good shape.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I'm just like picturing him next to like across the ring from like CM Punk, who's noticeably larger, or like Lance Archer or something like that. And it's just like
he may bulk up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or he could be his dad. You know what I mean? Like not in the sense of he would take on anyone and suplex your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and yeah, there will be time for him to kind of bulk up and all that, because like it's crazy. You look at Trent Beretta right now, and then you go back to 2014 at the pictures that we took with him, and he was so slim.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's muscled up a little bit.
Yeah.
So that could be the future for Hook as well. But dude, the crowd is going nuts for him. They are loving it.
They're kind of keeping him separate from Team Taz right now.
They are. He is a main attraction on Rampage.
Dude, I can't wait for the day where they build him up, and then who's going to be the next, like, big guy he's going to fight. And I'm not talking about big, but I'm talking about star power-wise. Who is he going to go over on star power-wise?
Yeah.
Like,
when do they start feeding him to the big fish?
Dude, I know that we still got a little time.
Yeah.
I don't think we should do it now.
No.
But
let him get
let him get
about
good.
10, 15 wins.
I don't know who you would fight, you know what I mean? But
TNT champ by then.
Yeah.
Let him build up a little bit. But Hook there's just something there that connects with the audience that he has he even said a word since he started wrestling? Like since his first match, has he said a single word?
No.
I mean, aside from like something in the ring that we couldn't hear.
You know, if this was WWE and they kept the name Hook, they would probably give him a hook.
Have him walk out with a hook hand or something, yeah.
Dressed like a pirate.
No, that might be copyright infringement.
Well, just don't have the beard.
Just don't call him
don't
Captain.
Say Captain Hook. Just say Hook. And don't talk like a pirate.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what could be worse? You could be called a Nazi. I mean,
oh god,
Gunner McGillibuddy.
Yeah, man.
I got confused at that because I was like, when Cody said that, I was like Gunner McGillibuddy, and I was like,
McGillicuddy?
That's what I thought it was at first. I was like, what?
Like, did he take a shot at Michael McGillicuddy and Gunner?
Yeah.
Like, just combine them? Like, no, Gunter. Who used to be Walter. WWE officially changed Walter's name to Gunther.
Apparently, Brian Alvarez, I think he reported that WWE did not know that was a Nazi name at first.
If that's the case, dude, do a little research. Like, Google.
Like, now it's probably like, well, that's good shit. They're going to boo him because he's a Nazi.
Oh, no. He's foreign. I dislike it. Like, that's
Vince's thinking. He's a foreigner. America hates foreigners. Let's do that shit.
Yeah. It's just, why do you take something that works and you
works for you? It doesn't work for Vince.
Right. But, you know, you claim that, we listen to the fans and we listen to the audience. Like, here's all these people that we love and we like, and you just take them and ruin them.
Because he's a temperamental little kid who says things, and he gets mad and will take it back.
He gets mad because the fans love something that he did not create.
Yeah.
And so he's like, well, screw that. I'm going to make it.
I don't like that, so
I'm going to make it my own creation, and if they like it, then I'm a genius.
I'm also not a big fan of Finn Balor.
That's right. Vince McMahon doesn't want to push Finn Balor, but realizes that he's a talent, so he won't let him go.
Well, I'm not going to let him go to that blood and guts organization.
Meanwhile, I'm going to cut up promo on Austin Theory, telling him how I'm going to bash his skull in, leaving nothing but snot, broken teeth, and blood.
Are you trying to get him over or what? What's going on? You like the kid, and then it's like, I guess we're going to show him tough love. I did see that TikTok you made.
Yeah. I'm going to beat you up. Yeah. I'm going to have you dragged back into my office, and I'm going to break every small bone and big bone I possibly can. I'll pull out the equalizer. And then I'm going to go for the face. Yeah. And then whenever I'm done, there's going to be nothing but blood, snot, broken teeth. And then I'm going to pull out my phone. I'm going to take a selfie. And then I'm going to send it to your mom. What are you doing, Vince?
Like, this is, like, ridiculous, but at the same time, golden.
Yes.
But this is not the proper thing you want from Vince. We know Vince is all about tough love, but god damn. What?
And Vince McMahon is 76 years old. This is a 76-year-old CEO of a company telling one of his employees, I'm going to bash your brains in and take a selfie and send it to your mom.
I'm going to mac on your mom.
That's good shit.
Well, how old is she? Think she will go out with me? I'm Vince McMahon, damn it. God damn.
Also, Vince McMahon has denied the release request from Mustafa Ali. Like,
that
what the
also
hell?
seems like another thing. Like, because we don't know, but we heard about a situation where Ali got in an argument with Vince. So if that's true, there's probably some pettiness there. It's like, well, you're gonna do this to me, damn it. You know what? Denied.
Yeah.
We don't know. It could be something different. That's just my take. Damn it. Damn you, Vince. Just release those people. Look, you're in the process of building stars in NXT, not Raw and SmackDown. Where's your logic?
Well, the logic is in the viewers because they're not tuning in for NXT. NXT is currently at their lowest ratings ever.
Well, let's still blame it on Triple H, damn it.
WWE is reportedly disappointed with NXT 2.0.
Well, God damn it. You know, we're going to take it off USA Network so they can just go on the network. Or Peacock.
Are you Vince McMahon now? Like, do I need to change?
I just keep on
do I need to
talking
change
like
your
that.
settings to Vince McMahon?
If I had a what's it called? A GPS. Like, I have it on my phone, but if I could, like, download something for it and just be Vince McMahon, like, talking to you, well, turn left, god damn it. Like, god damn it, stop arguing. Like, stop shouting at me. You know? I don't know. That would be golden there.
Where your Twitter handle is normally? Like, I've got mine. I changed yours to Vince McMahon.
God damn it. I don't know why. We keep on talking about Vince, so I have to talk as Vince. I don't know.
You have to?
In my mind, yes.
But yeah, it's like to hear them announce that they're disappointed with NXT.
It's their fault.
It is their own fault. You took everything that the fans loved, got rid of it, took everything that made it what it was, got rid of it. Introduced all these new people, and now you're disappointed that, like, the fans aren't latching onto it.
Yeah.
Like, why on earth would we want to watch a program when you got rid of everything that we liked? Like, no wonder why AEW beat Raw in the ratings this week. Like, no wonder why people are tuning out. You know, it's
he is
insane.
So out of touch. Like, I feel like sometimes he tries to listen to the crowd, and then he just gets so angry. I'm like, no, they're gonna listen to me. You know. What you typing over there?
Oh, I guess I can mention it. So Randy came in and said, wow, Big Money Tyler / Vince is on the show. And so I was replying with, we only bring the big stars on this show. We bring the big guns.
You can call me Tyler. You can call me Matt. You can call me Vince.
How's that money clip?
Good.
Yeah? Does it have money in it?
Yes. Just don't call me Daddy.
Or a bear.
Or bear. Don't call me a bear. Look, I guess as long as we're talking about Vince, I'm going to do that, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think I have this Vince down like the older Vince. I think you nailed it perfectly. I think I have like the younger Vince.
Yeah.
Maybe Attitude Era kind of post. I don't know. Cuz you can tell his voice is different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, that's really disappointing. Everything we just talked about is very disappointing because you totally destroyed this brand which was doing good, and you just got pissed off because of AEW. What's up?
Nothing. I'm just changing things on the show.
Oh, uh-oh.
Now it says Big Money A Bear.
Big Money A Bear. Haha. Tag match, playa. Everyone loved NXT. Okay, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people loved NXT. Loved Triple H. And he lost to AEW, so, goddamn. It's very sad. It is. Because there's a lot of people on that roster.
He lost a war he was forced to participate in.
Yeah. He just should have sucked it up.
Yeah.
Instead of, he shouldn't have punished Triple H. He shouldn't have done that.
That would be like the equivalent of.
The hell was that?
That was my lightsaber. It's way over there though. That would be like the equivalent of having someone's kid stand up to the neighborhood bully, but the neighborhood bully is like 35 and not afraid to hit kids. And then when the kid loses, you ground the kid. Like that's the Wednesday Night Wars right there.
I like that analogy. I like that. That's
like,
awesome.
Triple H, I'm forcing you to go up against this company.
35-year-old? God damn it, kid. You're grounded. Go to your damn room.
Yeah.
Well, I taught you better than that. You could have beat that 35-year-old.
Well, what's funny about it is when it originally started as the Wednesday Night Wars, it was meant just to take viewers away from AEW. It was never meant to beat them. It was never meant to beat AEW. Yeah, it was, we're going to take ratings away from AEW so that TNT will see, well, your ratings were down, so we don't want to renew a contract. But unfortunately for WWE and NXT, the opposite happened. People tuned in for both shows, but they sided more on AEW. TNT were like, this is great. People are tuning in. Let's give you a contract extension. So Vince was like, well, shit. They're going to be sticking around, and now they're beating us in the ratings. Well, this is all Triple H's fault.
Yeah.
Not my fault for forcing them in this position, but it's his fault, damn it.
It's sad.
It is. It's unnecessary.
Alvarez said this. He goes, I know he's not supposed to, but all he needs to come on our show and just tell his story. Then he can get fired.
Yep.
He can go where he wants.
That's all you got to do. Just go against the grain a little bit, ruffle some feathers.
I mean,
rub people the wrong way.
I mean, there's a way that you can get around it. Just
poop in Vince's office.
Claim racism.
Mm. Well, that's kind of what the character that they pitched to him was. He was like, "No, I'm not
Dude,
being this character."
If you want to do that, like, go the ACH route. Like, post shit like on social media, force their hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that could also be a double-edged sword, because I mean, we haven't really heard much from ACH since then.
I mean, he's still wrestling on Independence.
He is, but like he's not. He hasn't really been approached by other companies, other big companies.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know. Not my topic to discuss, but
I think Vince needs to be held accountable for his actions, and he doesn't.
Why? He's the CEO. He can do what he wants. Damn it.
That sucks, though. It means like someone higher up just gets away with shit. Hell, Vince
welcome to business.
Vince said the N-word years ago, and
he
nothing
sure did.
happened.
Yep.
Like, what the hell?
Yep.
Like, stupid-ass characters, stupid racist characters like he comes up with, because, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a good idea for me to get inside a limo and it'll blow up.
Yep. That'll drive
my character will die, but I won't.
Yeah, I really find it funny that like the higher ups are disappointed with NXT 2.0. It's like, why is this new thing that nobody wanted?
Hypocrite.
Yeah,
they're hypocrites.
But yeah, talk about hypocrites. How would you define a legend in WWE?
A legend? Yeah. Okay. So you would come in, say some goofy ass shit.
Goofy ass.
And one of the superstars would berate you. And maybe punch you and you can't do nothing back.
That's one way you can do it, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, I don't know if you saw or not on SmackDown. Summer Rae was there in the crowd.
Missed that.
And they announced her as WWE legend. I'm like, is she though?
She's
is she
not.
a legend? I don't, no disrespect to her, but
bird law is in effect.
Bird law is in effect, but it's not governed by reason.
Yeah.
That seems to be rubbing fans the wrong way. Going so just anybody who returns to WWE is a legend now. Yeah. Is that what it is? That's all it takes.
Yeah.
I went to a WWE show not too long ago. Am I a WWE legend?
Yes.
Yes.
Make that man a legend.
Did Summer Rae ever win a championship? I don't know. Randy, let me find out.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I know that she likes to dance.
Yeah. I don't know if you know or not, but the reasoning behind her having to leave, she suffered a really bad back injury.
Oh gosh.
And she was unable to
wrestle.
Yeah, to compete. And she was supposed to have back surgery, but she just decided no because the recovery time would be too bad. So she just deals with the pain.
She's gonna wrestle.
She's gonna be in the Royal Rumble.
Oh my God. You could hurt yourself more.
Here's a list according to Wikipedia, Randy. A list of championships and accomplishments. Notice that keyword, accomplishments. Not necessarily championships. For Summer Rae. The Rolling Stone awarded her worst storyline in 2015 with Rusev, Dolph Ziggler, and Lana. Wrestle Crap gave her the Gooker Award in 2015 thanks to the feud with Rusev, Lana, and Dolph Ziggler. The Wrestling Observer newsletter gave her the worst worked match of the year in 2013 with AJ Lee, Oksana, Alicia Fox.
Oksana. You remember her?
Caitlyn, Rosa Mendez, Tamina Snuka versus Eva Marie, JoJo, Natalia, the Bella Twins, and the Funkadactyls.
Oh, the cast of Total Divas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst worked match of the year. According to Wikipedia, those are her accomplishments in WWE. So no.
Those are some great hits.
Those are some great never hits. Achieved the status of being champion, unfortunately.
Blame WWE, not her.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So she's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
God, now I'm going to be like, don't hit her. Don't hit her. She's going to hurt her back.
She's a fragile bird.
That's it.
That's what it's going to be. Watch, you'll end up getting her for your lottery number.
If I get her, you're getting Kelly again.
I swear to God, if I get Kelly again,
I will laugh.
I'm kicking my TV out the window.
I'm laughing my ass off if you do. What are the odds? The odds are in your favor.
I'm going to be livid. I'm going to be so mad.
Would you? Okay. I'm going to throw out a scenario.
Tread lightly.
Would you get mad if you got her and she won?
Yes.
But then you win money.
I don't care. There is no, unless it's $8 million at minimum, that would be the only way I'd be like, all right, I'm so glad that she won.
She's going to lose, but I do hope that you get her because that would be hilarious. If I get her, so be it. I won't be mad.
Thanks, Tyler.
I'll take the bullet for you.
I'm really, man, the Royal Rumble is one of my favorite gimmick matches of all time.
Yeah.
I'm getting so disappointed with WWE with their constant here's who's going to be in the match. Let it be a surprise.
Do they do that with the guys?
They've announced half the participants in the men's rumble. They've announced 21 women in the women's rumble. I'm like, dude, stop.
Any rumors on who's going to be that special or I don't know if Legends or someone you're not expecting the men's rumble. John Morrison.
They wouldn't bring him back right after they just let him go.
That would actually be hilarious, by the way.
It's another trash bag incident.
Yeah.
What the hell? Yeah, I'm just... So, for the men's Royal Rumble, they've announced 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So half of the men's Royal Rumble have been announced.
We need to bring back some legends.
Do we?
Yes. Heidenreich, Kazarni, Nathan Jones.
There you go.
Who else? Paul Burchill.
Yes. Glacier.
Paul London. Brian Kendrick.
Well, now you're just filling up the roster,
yes.
man.
Kali. Hornswoggle.
Steve-O.
No, we got Johnny Knoxville in there.
Well, we need Steve-O. He needs a tag partner. He needs help.
Does he?
He might. Let's just, I don't know, man. Let's get into the Royal Rumble predictions. Just because
you sound so confident. Like let's
just do it. Let's just get this over with, man.
Yuck.
Because we got to hear those picks.
We've got to hear those picks.
We've got to hear those picks. Royal Rumble taking place next Saturday. This coming Saturday. A week from yesterday. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley.
We know who's winning that.
It's Bobby, right?
No.
Oh.
It has to be Brock.
Does it, though?
It does not have to be, but I have a feeling. We know Brock. We know what happens.
Yeah?
Brock's going to keep the title for a while. They're going to probably do some stupid-ass shit where he's just holding the title for a while, and they're going to fuse the titles together when he fights Roman. I don't fucking know. But, I would pick Bobby.
Yeah. So you're going with Bobby Lashley to win?
I'm going with Bobby Lashley to lose.
Oh.
For me to lose, by the way.
You're going to lose.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar as well.
Bork Laser.
I think they're setting up the Roman versus Brock, and
why with that title though? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Why not?
No, that title can be in play with other people.
Wait, what did you say?
What?
It doesn't what?
Matter.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, isn't that Vince's MO?
That's true. Well, in his head, he tries to make sense of it.
Yeah.
But who knows what goes through that man's head? What?
Blood and guts and snot.
Blood and guts and shit.
Broken teeth.
Broken teeth.
I'm gonna beat you up.
Beat you up.
Dude, you were 76 years old.
Send a picture to your mom.
And then I'm gonna send it to your mom.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna take a selfie.
I'm going over to your mom's house and spend the night. And never call her again.
Show her Space Mountain.
I'm going to take her to a nice seafood restaurant.
Genetic jackhammer,
go
damn
home, and after that, never call her again. I can't do that.
Dorothy Mantooth is a saint.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your mother, Dorothy Mantooth, out for a nice seafood dinner and then never call her again.
You got to do that in the Vince voice. Can you do it?
I'm going to take your mother, Dorothy Mantooth, out for a nice seafood dinner and then never call her again. I was too energetic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your mother, Dorothy Mantooth, out for a nice seafood dinner. Yeah. And then I'm never calling her again. Because that's good shit.
My mom's a saint.
Your mother is Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins. We never really addressed this. So they have officially changed Seth Rollins to Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
Air quotes.
It's like, how about we just put that as your name now? Like, how much you want to bet in the game coming out? It's going to be Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
I bet so.
I just want it to be where every time Seth makes his entrance in the video game, he comes out with a different suit. Can they put that in the game?
That'd be cool.
That would be great. They need to do that.
And Kevin freaking Owens.
Kevin freaking Owens. Who did we pick? Who did you pick?
Who's fighting? Who's on first? Seth Rollins versus who?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
I'm picking Roman.
Roman.
Reigns. Yeah. Roman. Let's see. Becky Lynch versus Doudrop.
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch is going to face the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble.
Kelly.
No. I will make my bold prediction in a moment.
Kelly.
So you're going Becky Lynch as well?
Yes.
Okay. Edge versus Beth, or
whoa, in the bedroom.
Edge and Beth. That happens later.
4-way.
Whoa.
What happened?
Edge and Beth Phoenix.
Edge versus Beth.
versus Miz and Maurice. The It couple versus the Grit couple.
I'm going with the Grit couple.
Which one was the It couple?
I'm going with the Grit couple.
Is that John Cena and Nikki?
Yes. Because I think that Miz, even when he loses, he doesn't take a hit. You know what I mean? He's always the same status. So he's okay with taking the loss. So I would think Edge would win.
On this day, I see clearly.
I would think Beth would pin Maurice.
Yeah, absolutely. Or they'll do that fake out where, at the very last second, Miz will get, a blind tag in, and Beth will, hit the finishing maneuver on Maurice, go for the tag or whatever, and, either, I don't know. I don't know how you would book that correctly, but I think Edge and Beth Phoenix are going to get the win. Yeah, and like you said, it doesn't really affect Miz too much if he loses. He's lost many matches before, and will continue to lose some matches. But
I've seen a pig eat a man.
I've seen many pigs eat many.
It was a bloodbath.
It was a bloodbath. So, excuse me. What have we got? The Men's Royal Rumble. Like I said, currently there are 15 names announced. Kofi Kingston, Sami Zayn, Rey and Dominic Mysterio, the Street Profits, Happy Corbin and Mad Cat Moss, Austin Theory, Sheamus, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Big E, Damian Priest, and Jackass star Johnny Knoxville.
I'm actually going to go with someone who's never won the Rumble.
Santino Marella. Oh.
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles to win, huh? Interesting. Because you have to think, well, now I might be having to second guess myself. I'm thinking there might be a title change here.
You think he's going to give it to Bobby?
Maybe Roman or the Usos. So, okay.
I thought you meant a main title.
Yeah, I am talking about the main title. So here's the thing. The Usos are banned from Roman and Seth Rollins' match. They're not necessarily banned from Brock Lesnar's match.
But that'd be fucking weird. So say if Seth wins, and then
no. You're looking in the wrong direction.
Okay.
The Usos can cost Brock Lesnar the title. Ooh. That will cause him to go after Roman. The winner of the Rumble can go after Bobby Lashley. Because I was thinking to myself, as cool or fun or whatever as they're trying to build Roman versus Brock, the winner of the Rumble is going to have to face a champion at WrestleMania. So you have to take the title off of one of them. And they're not wanting to take it off of Roman just yet. So I think the Usos, I might have to change my decision. I think the Usos are going to cost Brock Lesnar the championship. Bobby Lashley's going to win. That's my pick.
Okay.
So that the winner of the Royal Rumble will face Bobby Lashley or whoever is the champion come WrestleMania. Because I think it's all but set in stone that we're going to see Roman versus Brock WrestleMania again. Where it all begins again.
Gotcha.
So now the question in my mind would be, who's facing Bobby Lashley if he's the champion? Kofi would be good. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kevin Owens. Because he did just sign that brand new contract. So with that, normally when they sign a new contract, they get a championship not far later.
Yeah.
So maybe Kevin Owens?
Kevin Owens?
What? Oh, man. And it stinks because we still don't know everyone who's going to be in it.
Nope.
So it will be just kind of a crapshoot. You know what? I'm just going to go out there and say it. I'm picking Kevin Owens to win the Royal Rumble, go on to face Bobby Lashley for the championship. And Bobby Lashley will be a face. Kevin Owens will be the heel.
I'm going with AJ Styles.
AJ Styles. They don't want none. No, they don't want none.
Did they drop the whole AJ Styles Omos?
Well, yeah, they had their blow-off match.
That was it?
Omos won. Don't you remember?
No.
You don't remember that match?
No.
Yeah, they already had it. They had it on Raw and almost beat AJ in like 30 seconds.
And it was shitty.
Yeah. Time to go now to the women's Royal Rumble match. Let's see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21.
44.
21 out of the 30
21
names have been announced. We've got Shotzi, Aaliyah, Summer Rae, Shayna Baszler, Tamina, Mickie James, Natalya, Dana Brooke, Kelly.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Michelle McCool, Lita, Queen Zelina, Carmella, Nikki and Brie Bella,
JoJo,
Nikki, Almost a Superhero, ASH,
Oksana,
Rhea Ripley, Naomi, Charlotte Flair, Liv Morgan, and Bianca Belair.
Yep.
So who do you think is going to win this one?
Lita.
Going to go up against Charlotte? I think that's what they're building towards. See, I'm still kind of torn.
You broken and torn?
Yeah, I'm torn into 4. Because
Four.
Lita would be an excellent choice for the Women's Royal Rumble. And she does say that she wants to have one more run in her. So
she can start running right now.
it's faster if you drive. Liv Morgan could be one. Lita could be one. A returning Bayley could be one. A returning Asuka could be one.
Oksana? What?
Asuka. Asuka?
Asuka versus Oksana.
Oh, God.
This is my man Cesaro?
And what stinks is, like, they put a bunch of these people in these matches, and you're like, this person's not going to win.
I'm going to go. You're going to go with Jillian Hall.
I am not going to go with Jillian Hall. Like, I know Naomi's not going to win because she's feuding in it. She's in a feud that will never end with Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
Nikki and Rhea are in a feud right now. Natalya and Aaliyah are in a feud right now. Dana is 24/7 champion. I wouldn't be surprised if Dana loses the 24 championship during the Royal Rumble. Because there are referees all around the ring, and at any point, like, one of the ladies just rolls Dana Brooke up for a roll up, 1, 2, 3, becomes the new 24/7 champion, and then they get eliminated.
Can we have a 24/7 championship match, but the winner has to retire the belt?
No, it's 24/7, sir.
7-Eleven.
This title will be active until the world ends.
Okay.
I know, that sounds dark, right? Man.
You okay? I'm still going with Lita.
I think I'm going to go with Lita as well.
You think we're going to see Trish in the Royal Rumble?
Not this year. I don't think so. It'd be a nice surprise.
What about Victoria?
I would like to see Victoria. I'm really surprised that she's not like a Hall of Famer and all that.
Molly Holly.
I'd be okay with Molly Holly. Yeah, I got no problem with her.
Jazz.
She is how did she word it? Oh, the bitch is back. I was trying to think of, like, what her...
Trying to think of someone else.
Someone else.
Jacqueline.
I don't know if Jacqueline still competes. But it'll be interesting to see. That's for sure. But I do have to say, those were some great picks.
Those were some great picks.
Those were some great picks? We don't know. We'll see. Yeah. So while we're talking about the ladies, we do have one more match to talk about. And that was Jade Cargill and Anna Jay. TBS title on Rampage.
How was that?
It was actually pretty good. Jade is showing a lot of improvement. Anna Jay is showing a lot of improvement as well.
Those two ladies are the future.
They are. But Jade ended up getting the victory, retaining her TBS title on TNT.
Saw the picture of Johnny Hungy and Jade both doing this to each other.
Yeah. I find it really funny that the TBS title was defended on TNT, and the TNT title is going to be defended on TBS this coming week.
I actually do like that. That's funny.
It's like, wait, those are reversed. They need to be the other way around.
Reverse. Slide to the left.
Yeah. Going into some hot topics, Conan is recovering from recent heart surgery, so we certainly want to wish him the best, and hopefully he can get back to normal in no time.
Yeah.
WWE has officially been served with an MLW lawsuit, so it looks like they are actually going to go and go to court about that. They might try and settle, but, we'll see. More details to come. WWE 2K22 have officially announced Rey Mysterio as the cover star for the game. I know we touched on that a little bit last week, but now it's officially confirmed.
No gameplay.
No gameplay yet. The GM mode is back, and you get to choose from 4 different GMs.
Who? I wonder.
Stephanie McMahon, Shane McMahon, Sonya Deville, and Adam Pearce.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been confirmed?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. And for those fans of Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull Sessions, Becky Lynch will be the next guest on there.
What? I can't do it good. What?
The Saudi Arabia show is coming up, and the Elimination Chamber match will be taking place there.
Weird.
It's very weird because they're going to have to bring all of that stuff over there just to build it. But, it is what it is.
Bring Khali.
I mean, you could. I don't know why, but you could.
Bring him.
And final hot topic news, Kyle O'Reilly has announced the birth of a baby girl. So congratulations. Leave them happy. Send them home happy, right? Got some good news to end the show on. So not all in all, not too bad. I certainly want to thank everyone who tuned in this week. Do you have anything you want to touch on? You've been watching Peacemaker?
No, I don't have HBO.
We've been watching it. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
John Cena.
I saw a
John Cena
of him talking to an old man about Batman.
Yeah. How many people do you think Batman has accidentally killed by letting these motherfuckers live?
I don't see him as Peacemaker. I see him as John Cena.
John Cena portraying Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Peacemaker portraying John Cena.
Wait, you can see John Cena? How do you see him?
That's the oldest dad joke ever.
All right. Well, that's all I got. You got anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Well, we certainly want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it on our Facebook page, WNS Podcast. You can check us out on WrestlingNewsSource.com, WrestlingNewsSource.com on Facebook. You can subscribe to our show on iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, Satchel, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
You can also follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at DRHPro. You can follow Tyler at Tyler_Abear. That's Big Money Abear. You can also follow him on Instagram, Abear_mode. You can follow me at DRH_pro. We're on the Twitch and the TikTok as well. So thank you again so much for tuning in for the podcast crew. I am Daniel Herron.
I'm Tyler Abear.
And we will catch you all next week. Have a good one.